All right, let's get back to work and help human beings live better lives. It's not the technology doing it. It's not the people that are responsible for technology doing it, guys. Let's talk about a man named Blaise Pascal. You guys, not a lot of people are familiar with him. He's a mathematician from France a long time ago. I've never really looked up the time frame. We did in college, but I don't remember things like that. And people, he's not a genius. No, I'm not like Sheldon and stuff. Two and two is four. Life is eternal. Grace is infinite. Share, care, given according to need. Build to last. Forgive debt and trespass. Love one eternal. Faithful peace, peace, peace. I don't sit there in 1842. He held the ocean. I don't do stuff like that. That's not that relevant to me. Are we living the Lord's Prayer? Then who gives a fuck? Okay. When they bombed Pearl Harbor, when they blew up the World Trade Centers, that's irrelevant. Okay. Once you're understanding the Lord's Prayer and living it, it doesn't matter what you did in the past. You're not learning anything from the past if you're not correcting the past and living a more perfect lives like Job and Jonah in the present and then going into the future. Okay. So when you get people, okay, Pascal understood mathematics and genetics and other things like Lord Saladin did. Okay, you know who Lord Saladin is? A lot of you probably don't. But they knew the genetics that were eternally connected through an infinite essence. And so the soul, okay, shares perception, memories, and essence with people in the past and in the future. Do you understand? They're molecular similitudes, as they would be referred to. Okay. Like we already talked about that with a clone. The clone would have memories and share memories with the person, with the genetic person that they were cloned from. Okay, so and it'd be past, present, future operators and share memories. Okay, now that's bad genetic splicing. It goes in contrast to the natural gifts that give us life through a life of sacrifice and holy covenants. Okay, a holy covenant is people that have faith in infinite glory, have an eternal existence based on faith and love and faith and infinite glory. Okay, and then share that eternally with people that accept that perfect, humble, eternal love through the infinite essence. All right, so when you talk about, I was watching that movie last night, Bad Boys for Life, and when the one who's supposed to pay Will Smith's son, shoots the and kills the chief, the police chief. Okay. And then the referee's in the way, and he's, no, we're not going to kill any innocents, right? And what makes him so sure the chief was guilty because he's a cop, okay? And they're involved in manipulation through. It's a weird perception, but they're in conflict. It's a contest, right? Now, what Pascal would say, and it's not an argument, it's based on mathematical evidence and truth, since we share memories and we share molecular structures with people that came before us. If you're not, that was the toilet sleeve slamming down. If you're not accepting the Lord's Prayer and living the Lord's Prayer and passing it on generationally, you're stuck in eternal wretchedness. Okay. Me and my dad had that argument years ago, and I tried to explain it to him. Dad, no. Okay. You cannot grasp the infinite with the finite, so don't even bother. This is Blaise Pascal. Okay. So when he's talking about eternal wretchedness, eternal and infinite are not the same word and the same meaning. Okay. Eternal, there's a time construct. So there's eternal. You're on planet Earth, and you're eternally living through infinite glory. Now, you cannot grasp the infinite with the finite. So your eternal perspective cannot grasp infinite glory and explain infinite glory and assess things and apply human traits that are finite, that are eternally replicating, okay, on infinite glory. Okay. So it's very difficult when you're having an intelligent conversation to try to grasp and express things. You can't. It says in the book of Genesis, it says in Revelation, it also says in the Quran and other, is that you just have faith in infinite glory. That's a submission. Okay. And then your eternal existence to that, your eternal existence devoted to that faith, okay, will be perfect because you understand the natural laws that require an eternal lack of sacrifice on this planet. Okay. So it's perfect. And so once you understand that perfection, you get Blaise Pascal's triangle. And the triangle, the Holy Trinity, is not Jesus, a make-believe God. It's you. Okay. The Holy Spirit provides the soul for the life of you, the Son and Father. Okay. So the Holy Trinity is a faithful person that has submitted to faith in infinite glory and has an eternal existence through holy covenants of life sacrifice. Did you see? So you are. You have to take that responsibility. You can't throw it on Jesus. It's you. You deny living the Lord's Prayer. You deny living the eternal faith of Jesus Christ. You pass on money and conflict and popularity contests to your kids. You become an abomination. You've trapped yourself in the eternal wretchedness that your grandparents and great-grandparents and your parents gave you. That's what Pascal said when he read the Gospels and understood Jesus Christ and explained him in mathematical eternal certainty and faith in an infinite essence. Okay? Is this hard to ascertain? Am I kids in the hall, you go crushing your heads? Is this crushing? Why doesn't Neil deGrasse Tyson explain this to us? Michio Kaku? All the people on TED and Big Think? Why can't they explain beautiful love and perfect, faithful communication and interaction, as well as Blaise Pascal and early and telling you this is what Pascal's saying? Why do I have to explain Pascal to people? I told you when that gentleman in the parking lot at Fiesta Foods, when he came to talk to me, he ran the psychology department at the University of Chicago for 30 years. And he sat there and he said, "You are the most intelligent person I've ever talked to in my entire life." Okay? And I know he wasn't pulling my leg or leading me on. I have often heard you say, "You love me as a friend." Lead me on. Maxine Nightingale. Oh, no, it's a good song. You ought to try it. And get the kids listening to it. And get the kids listening to El Chicano. Yeah, we need more Sabor a Mi. Tell her she's lovely. Yeah, and get the kids listening to Malo. Good music doesn't go away. It just gets better with time. Marty Robbins 101. Get them listening to that Natalie Cole. We don't need money. We just need to remember poor Natalie Cole was trapped in eternal wretchedness because of money and all you Christ deniers and you deniers of Islam. Do you see what I'm saying? So we can go back and revisit. The cool thing about you guys is you get to live the Lord's Prayer. You don't have to sing songs for money. You don't have to get in airplanes and fall out of the sky like Patsy Cline and Jim Croce. You don't have to become a drug addict because everybody's tugging on you to pay their bills and using you for your talents to get money off of you like Johnny Cash and Kurt Cobain and all. You see what I'm saying? You get to sing songs. There was a girl, there was a boy. If they had met, they would have lived a life of joy. But she lived on the morning side of the mountain, and he lived on the twilight side of the fucking hill, damn it! I need more fucking money! I gotta fuck and then clone myself to stay the fuck alive! No, shut up and sing Tommy Edwards. It's more fun. You see what I'm saying? I hope so. And so I'm very emotional, I'm a human being, and a very passionate human being. And if you don't like passionate people, you won't like listening to me. Okay? But I'm here to correct the technology to save us from complete selfish assholes, not to attract the attention and be friends with people who think you're not good enough to teach the technology to live the Lord's Prayer. I'll do it. It's like you're a scientist who has your head stuck up your ass and your ego keeps it there perpetually. You eternally wretched little puke. Shut up. Okay? Okay? I'm watching old Super Bowl, I can't remember which one it was. It was in 2000. I don't remember what number it was. But Amy was house sitting for her parents, and I told that story about Stephanie with the basketball, the championship, and and so she put me to the test, and I missed the entire. Well, she let me watch it. It was so cool. I watched the Super Bowl, but I was having sex at the same time. We had sex through the whole Super Bowl. That's when we allegedly conceived Noah, and I was like, he was overdue, but maybe the doctor was wrong. Maybe this Super Bowl was the reason why Noah Channing Parsons was conceived. You never know. I can always cling to hope. It doesn't matter to me because she was always cheating if it was someone else that was his biological father or me, because I love Natalie and I love Crumb and I love Kate and I love Emily and I love Patrick. I love them all equally. I appreciate my children different because they're all different. But as far as love, you can't take But like I told everybody, I love Brian Montalvo and Brian Atkins and Aaron Montalvo as much as I love my own kids too. Because I'm like that. You should be too. It's beautiful. All right, peace.